Yep, I'm wearing my Captain America shirt today. I didn't have a Spider-Man shirt, otherwise I would have worn that. Because Spider-Man's in this trailer! So as you guys probably heard, there's a new trailer for Captain America Civil War that came out this morning. And after my first time watching the trailer, I thought I was just gonna get on camera and gush about Spider-Man for 3 minutes or whatever. But upon rewatching it a couple times, there's actually a lot of really good stuff in this trailer. Just from the beginning of the trailer, you have Thunderbolt Ross. It's that scene that you saw from the first trailer, but they kind of expanded a little bit more. He's got all the Avengers gathered there, and they're talking about, New York and Washington, D.C. and Sokovia and all these events that we've seen happen in other MCU movies. But the thing that I really liked about it is that when they show Sokovia, you see Scarlet Witch kind of like shudder or like look down, and then that's when Captain America's like, all right, that's enough, cut it. Because you think about it, and she lost her brother in Sokovia. Her brother who had been with her thick and thin, the only solid part of her life is gone now. And I like how she's not completely over that. It was a really subtle thing, but I thought that was really neat. Which is interesting considering the fact that she's on Captain America's side, because you'd think that she'd want to be on Iron Man's side, because he's more about regulating superheroes because of all these events that have happened. So we'll see how that plays out. I don't think she's the traitor that we've been told about though. Who I do think that traitor is Black Widow. I think everyone thinks that. In all the promo material we've seen, she's siding with Iron Man. But you remember in Winter Soldier, she and Captain America worked really well together. There's also that scene in the trailer where Iron Man and Black Widow are both staring out of that window and Tony's like, they're coming for you. Then Black Widow goes, I'm not the one who needs to watch their back. Plus she's always known for having secrets, so I mean yeah, she's probably gonna side with Captain America at the end of the movie. Another thing that I like about this trailer is that it's showing people are getting hurt. Rhodey fell out of the sky. I don't think Rhodey's dead at all. But you see Tony's got his arm in a sling and he's got a black eye in that one scene. And then there's that one part where Bucky is riding a motorcycle and then all of a sudden Black Panther comes out of nowhere and lunges at the motorcycle, takes him completely out. And also the scene that we saw in the Super Bowl trailer where Bucky goes up to Tony and pulls a gun out on him. No one is really sure who they're able to trust anymore, which will make for a really intriguing movie. Because I don't think at the beginning of the movie they're going to be like, all right, Captain America, you have these heroes. Iron Man, you have these heroes. Fight. I think it's going to be a much more gradual thing. So maybe we won't know who Hawkeye is siding with until a certain point in the movie, even though we've already seen it in the promo material, so we know. But the characters in the movie themselves don't actually know who's going to end up siding with who, so I love that. And just like the heroes in the movie don't know who's siding with who, we don't know what the outcome of this movie is going to be. I mean, yeah, we have the outcome that happened in the comics, but we know that the movies and the comics deviate from each other so much. I know Chris Evans' contract is nearing its end. I don't even know what Robert Downey Jr.'s contract is like anymore. I think he was on a 6-picture deal too, so this would be his 6th picture. I don't think Captain America or Iron Man are gonna die. But take Batman v Superman for example. We know because they're setting up a Justice League movie that Batman and Superman, they're gonna make up at the end of the movie. They're gonna form the Justice League. With Civil War, we still have a while to go before we get to Infinity Wars. And so we're gonna have all these characters interspersed into their own little movies, and the events of this movie could really trickle into phase 3. And maybe they don't completely make up at the end of this movie. Maybe Iron Man and Captain America are still bitter rivals. Couple other cool things we saw in this trailer. You see the ant arrow where Hawkeye shoots his arrow and Ant-Man is on the tip of it and he just flies and runs up. I believe it was Iron Man's arm. I have this one friend who's a big Marvel fanatic and he was telling me about that when Ant-Man came out. Oh, it'd be so cool if we got to see the ant arrow in a movie. Now it looks like we're seeing the ant arrow in a movie. So that's really cool. And then probably my second favorite part of the trailer, the first part's obvious. I'll get to that later. But it's right before the credits and it's when Iron Man's like, stand down. This is your final warning. And then Steve gets up and he does a throwback to the first Avenger and he's all he looks like he's about to pass out and he's just like, I could do this all day. I was like, that is classic Captain America. He's that underdog that we root for because he stands for truth and justice and everything cool. And I love you, Iron Man. But I'm sorry, I am Team Cap in this movie. And then after the title, we get the scene that I'm sure everybody's talking about right now. You see the two teams, they're standing on opposite ends of each other. And then Iron Man's like, all right, enough of this talking. Underos! And then boom, a web shoots down onto Cap's shield. It flings up in the air and you see Spider-Man just flying over everybody, stands on this car and he's just like, hey everybody. I mean, that is just the perfect introduction to Spider-Man. And I love his suit. Yeah, it's pretty 60s. But I really like the eyes because they're animated, so they kind of change size. I think that'll make for a much more expressive Spider-Man, something that we haven't seen in the movies yet. I love Tobey Maguire. He will probably always be Spider-Man to me. I wasn't a big fan of Andrew Garfield, but I'm really excited to see Tom Holland Spider-Man. He could probably be the best Spider-Man we've ever had. And I know some people are kind of upset that they did show Spider-Man in this trailer. They're thinking oh, they should have saved Spider-Man for the movie just like they saved Luke Skywalker in The Force Awakens. And I was kind of like that too at first, but if you think about it, why didn't they show Luke in the trailers for Force Awakens? Because he wasn't really in the movie. I mean, yeah, he was at the end, but the point of the trailer is to give you an idea of what the movie is going to be like. So in that, I think the Force Awakens trailer did its job by not showing Luke. It was more about the search for Luke Kind of like what we were doing when we were watching those trailers. So if Spider-Man has a prominent part in Captain America Civil War, then yeah, show him in the trailer. And that's not to say that some trailers don't show too much. I mean, like the trailer for Batman v Superman that showed Doomsday, that was showing too much. Because the movie is Batman v Superman, not Batman v Superman versus Lex Luthor and Wonder Woman and Doomsday and Aquaman and the Flash. I feel like I'm really crapping on Batman v Superman here. I want to see that movie, but I kind of want to see Civil War a little bit more. But Spider-Man has a prominent role in the movie. Some people that we didn't see in this trailer, we didn't see Sharon Carter, didn't see anything of Daniel Bruhl or Martin Freeman, which is interesting with Sharon Carter, because you remember when those promo pictures came out of both teams and Sharon Carter was on Cap's side? It looked like she was going to be in the movie a good amount, but now I'm like, I'm not so sure. I don't think Daniel Bruhl and Martin Freeman are going to be that big in the movie, even though Daniel Bruhl is supposed to be like the villain, and I don't think they need to focus on that, just like I don't think it's super necessary for Lex Luthor to be in Batman v Superman. The point of this movie is Captain America versus Iron Man. I am interested to see Daniel Bruhl and Martin Freeman in the movie, but as far as the trailers go, yeah, keep it focused on Cap and Iron Man. So I thought this was an amazing trailer. I am so excited for this movie. But did you guys see the trailer? Let me know what you think down below. I'll put a link to the trailer in the description. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, you can click subscribe and check out some of my other videos, and I'll catch you guys next time.